Everyone has heard of the Call of Duty franchise. If you haven't, then you must have been living under a rock. I always hear people talking about some of the moments they've had while playing the game and how good they would be in a real-life firefight. I personally only really liked Call of Duty 4 as it modernised the first-person shooting genre. After COD 4, they all seemed identical and I got pretty bored, so I went back to good old Halo. I got in contact with Peter Robinson at Challenge Laser Skirmish in Wallen to see how the Call of Duty games match up to reality. People say they know a lot about the guns in Call of Duty, which obviously makes them uber elite, and I figured I would take it one step closer.
Let's do this. Hotel 6, hostages from lower decks are being extracted by Team 2. Proceed to the top deck ASAP to secure the rest. Over.
Running around in a full camo jumpsuit really added to the immersion of the laser skirmish. The gun noises were nice and loud, which also added to the atmosphere. Having a proper outdoor landscape beats any indoor facility any day. There's nothing better than getting a little dirty trying to avoid enemy fire.
Yeah! Alright.
So I'm here today down in Wallen with Peter. How you going, Peter?
Awesome, thanks Vince.
We're here at Challenge Laser Skirmish and Fear Not Paintball. How long has this whole shindig been going for?
Paintball side has been running for like 20 years and the laser skirmish about the last 10.
I'm guessing within that amount of time you've had some interesting stories?
Yeah, we've had a few interesting ones. We've had like the Victorian cricket team, North Melbourne Footy Club, Swiss Davis Cup team. That was cool. Yeah, we had Roger Federer running around in his cams.
Here?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was pretty good. And we had a bunch of Aussies there. So we had, at the time, they were over for Switzerland versus Australia. And we had a match Australia versus Switzerland in the laser skirmish, but all these guys had done army training and stuff. I'm afraid they kicked the Aussies' butt.
Oh, that's not too good. How do you think this compares to video games as of these days? What do you think about all this?
I just think it's a great alternative to an action video game. So actually, getting out first person and doing it rather than just sitting there and twiddling your thumbs and having fun. So as an additive to that, yeah, have fun with your video game, but every now and then get off your butt and come out and have a run around and a shoot and just test your skills in the real world.
Yeah, actually do some exercise for once, you kids. Tell us about the guns. We had a shot earlier and I love them. I reckon they're fantastic compared to the other laser places I've seen.
Yeah, we're just having an armoury. So we've got everything from the big sniper rifles like the Marita from Starship Troopers and the pulse rifle out of Aliens to the P90 from Stargate, the Bolter, light machine pistols, so all ages can carry them. The lighter guns right up to the big ones. They're realistic weights and everything. Fully programmable from everything from a musket with a 1 minute reload down to full auto Thompson machine guns. Adjustable ranges, long, short, medium, so you got range from 60 metres out to 180 metres. depending on the light, indoor, outdoor modes, 100 different weapons you can program them for. So really cool stuff. Hit feedback, so you know when you hit someone it says casualty. Keeps a record of your hits and kills, your ammo, your reload and full auto, semi-auto modes. So yeah, it's a pretty good advance on your old stuff.
Thank you, Peter, for having us here today. I've had a blast. I'm pretty sure the rest of the team has as well. We will definitely be back.
Awesome. Thanks, Vince.
Thanks.
G'day everyone, John McLeish here. We're down at the Warner Brothers booth at EB Expo 2013. It's really loud right now, but I'm joined by Emil, the senior game designer behind Mad Max. G'day mate, how you going?
Hello, happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you. So, Mad Max, I'm a huge fan of the movie franchise. As soon as I heard about the game at E3 this year, I got very, very excited. Can you tell us a little bit about the story behind this Mad Max game?
Yeah, so the story revolves around Max, obviously. At the start of the story, Max loses the Interceptor. It's stolen by a warlord in the wasteland. And in this world, obviously, you need a car. So he forms this unlikely alliance with a character called Chumbucket, who is a wasteland mechanic, a Blackfinger. He's almost religiously, erotically attached to all things mechanical. He's an awesome character. And Max and Chumbucket together starts building a new car called the Magnum Opus, which is the center of the story, is basically how they build this car. And obviously the player builds the car at the same time, builds their own version of the car, essentially.
Fantastic. Now, we've seen from some of the trailers how some of the combat's going to work a little bit. We've got hand-to-hand combat as well as the classic, short shotguns to the face. But I also heard something about car combat. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how that works?
Yeah, so vehicle combat is a huge part of the game. Obviously, it's a Mad Max game, so we have an entirely physics-based vehicle combat system where everything counts into what will happen. So the weight of the car, the angle of the car, what you put on the car, if you have rams or if you have defensive grills or if you upgraded the harpoon of the car, all that comes together to create a really explosive and physics tense car combat. So there are some really awesome moments you can create with that.
Fantastic. I've also heard that there's a stealth mechanic. So there's basically, what I've seen is that there are two ways you can enter any sort of a level. You can go in, classic Mad Max, guns blazing, or you can do it in a stealthy way. How does the stealth mechanic work in a game that's, in a franchise that's so focused around, going in guns blazing?
Well, Max is really not the silent guy. The stealthy kind of guy. So there isn't a huge stealth moment of the or aspect of the game. But certainly there are times that you can get the jump on certain enemies, but for the most part you will be tactically approaching things with a sniper rifle or the harpoon or just ramming through front gates. So it's very much more action-packed than it is stealth-based.
Fantastic. One of the final questions I'd like to ask you as well. George Miller, the creator of the Mad Max series, is he involved in the creation of the game at all?
He's been involved on a sort of consulting basis. Obviously, he created the whole franchise, but all of the story and the characters for the game and so has been written and produced by the development studio.
Cool. So one last question for you. There was a bit of controversy over the choice of voice actor for Mad Max a little while ago when in the trailer we heard an American accent. Now it's been we've heard that they have changed to an Australian accent. Can you tell us a little bit more about who the voice actor is?
We're not announcing right now who the actor is. He's definitely an Aussie actor, and we were so thrilled to be able to be in a position where we could listen to that feedback. And the game is much better for it now, and we're really happy to be able to sort of pay the homage to the sort of heritage of the franchise. We really, really respect that, and it's been awesome being here in Australia to demo the games. For us, it's for the first time, so.
Fantastic. Can you tell us about when you'll be talking more about when the voice actors are coming out? Will there be a certain event or something like that?
So the game is releasing in 2014. At some time before that, it isn't exactly planned out how and when we will reveal all those things. But stay tuned because a lot of cool stuff is coming.
So Mad Max coming out in 2014. On what platforms can people get it on?
So it's coming on PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PC. So we're going across the board.
Fantastic. All right, mate. Thank you very much.
You ready? On 3.
Don't go. Please. Please. Don't.